Ladies and gentlemen, we have another potential trade. So the question is, do I get in or do I get out, or rather stay out? So this one just recently popped up on my trader. My Bullx. So by the way, if you guys don't have Bullx and Sniperoo, by the way, I'm going to be using Sniperoo. You guys already know Sniperoo is the best sniping platform that you can ever use. So this one is a very recent one. So we have to analyze and we have to figure out whether it is worth investing in. By the way, if you guys really want to make a lot of money sniping a lot of these coins, use Sniperoo. So the link is going to be in the description box. As you can see right now, we are actually cruising 56,000 US dollars, but I'm not just going to get in right now because I'm waiting for the initial dump, and I'm looking forward to seeing it migrate. So if it is going to end up migrating, if this coin is going to end up migrating, then I'm potentially going to be able to snipe it before it hits Raydium. So this is the goodness of Sniperoo, because you are able to sort of put your trading strategy. So right now I'm actually using the simple auto sell, which is basically taking profit automatically at 100% profit. So this allows me to sort of be very efficient when it comes to my exit strategy. So what is happening right now? Do we see any type of momentum? So if you take a look at this trade, it just popped up on my radar, my Bullx filters. By the way, if you guys don't really know the filters that I use, please check the recent episode. So the holders are only 61. So the goodness about this particular trade, it has got high momentum. High momentum means high volume. So I am looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. So I'm observing right now, and there isn't anything to go off of. Number one, it's just a meme coin. This is probably going to be a pump and dump, but it does have a lot of buying momentum. So there isn't anything spectacular about it. And as you can see right over here, the top 10 holders are like 60, they're owning about 63%, which is understandable. The insider holdings is around 0.02% ETC, but that is absolutely irrelevant. So what I'm looking for is, an opportunity to make some quick funds. So I can see right over here, we ended up having some sort of resistance at 40,000 US dollars, and just the fact that the top 10 holders are owning 61%, it's probably not going to dump anytime soon. The area where it can end up dumping is around 120. However, if it does end up migrating, then the incentives of the people dumping are obviously if the price hits about 200,000 US dollars, because this is just the insiders, the people who launch these projects. This project are the ones that are having 58%. So right now it doesn't make any sense for them to actually really dump right now. So I believe if we take a look at the smaller time frame, I believe the sweet spot to enter is close to 42,000 US dollars, close to 42,000 US dollars. If that happens, then I'm going to be buying using Sniperoo. So as we wait for that to unfold, so as you can see right now, basically the guy who created this project is the one who's trading it. So let's see what happens. So I haven't bought yet. As you can see, there's no position right now which is opened. The only closed positions that I have, this is Doogie from the previous episode. If you guys remember the previous episode, right, we obviously made 100% profit. As a matter of fact, 200% profit in a short period of time, and this is what we are seeing right now. So can we make another good trade? Can we make some good money today? So yeah, let's take a look at this. Are we going to end up bonding, or perhaps we're just going to end up dumping? So I'm looking for the price to go back to 53, and I want to see how it's going to perform, because if this guy ends up ragging, right, he's obviously going to make maybe like $600 or something. So yeah, I would rather wait for more clarity. And this is taking too long for me to sort of, get in, because I would rather such a high momentum play to continue. And hit Raydium as soon as possible. But this one is obviously a very bad, a very bad trade. I wouldn't go for this one. So this is the type of trader who sort of just aims to sort of rug before hitting Raydium. So usually I avoid traders who are aiming for less than the bonding curve, because you guys already know, in order for you to hit the bonding curve right now, if we go to pumpfund, pumpfund.com, pump.fun, what's going on here? Are we seeing any stuff? So as you can see right now, look at the top 10 holders. He's gradually selling it. Whenever people buy and jump in, he's offloading. So this is a telltale sign that this particular coin is going to end up dumping, very soon. Because first of all, when he started, right, he was above 70% holding, and then he's just selling off and just farming it. So what's going to eventually happen is it's going to end up dumping. So there's actually no need for me to like snipe this project. Remember, in order for me to sniping works on different levels, on 2 levels. During the creation of a new token, meaning block 0 or block 1, and during the migration process, when it reaches the bonding curve, okay, when it reaches the bonding curve and it's about to migrate to Raydium. So those are the only 2 places you can end up sniping. But of late, a lot of people are talking about sniping in terms of fast and being sort of able to execute transactions at a very fast pace in comparison to other people. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why I really recommend you guys to sort of use Sniperoo as one of the tools that you are using besides Bullx. And this is one of the reasons why you guys definitely have to use Sniperoo in conjunction with Bullx, Photon, etc. So what's going on? So this guy is, I think these are just organic, buy orders coming through, and yeah, he's gradually selling. Okay, so these are people thinking it's going to bond. Maybe it might end up bonding. If it does end up bonding, then I might be interested in it. However, I do understand based on these statistics that it's probably not going to happen. It's highly likely that it's not going to end up bonding. And for me, I'm only interested in sniping before it hits Raydium. So when it bonds and then it hits Raydium. So what was I about to show you? So basically, in order for you to figure out where the bonding curve is, you need to look at, the price. So right now, in order for a coin to graduate to Raydium, it has to go to 71,000 US dollars as the market cap. So that's where your bonding curve is. So whenever a project is, going close to the bonding curve, 71,000. So every day, make sure you understand where the bonding curve is, because it's going to help you snipe the right projects. So as you can see, this one is just a matter of time till it ends up bragging. Okay, so look at the top 10 holding right now. It's about 37.32. So this is a type of ragger who sort of easily offloads, and he's just aiming to make like a $600 to about $900 per project that he launches. Okay, it's like easy money, because number one, there's people sniping when a coin is launched, and this is one of the reasons why I do not like sniping coins that are just recently created, because you're just going to make somebody some easy money. So obviously when it was launched, it automatically went to about 14,000, then it sort of pushed up. So there's a lot of snipers who were exiting here when it reached 41,000, and there was a lot of selling etc. So those people that were sniping from the beginning obviously exited. So when you snipe from the beginning, from inception, I think you're at a very big disadvantage, due to the fact that number one, you're just going to be helping block 0 investors sort of get in. I mean, if you're able to like enter soon after the token has been created, like milliseconds after it has been created, you can make some profits provided you easily exit. Okay, and these people who are sniping here, they've got very sophisticated trading apps just like Sniperoo, which automatically sell at 100% profit. And you can also use the grid as well. So the grid is something that I'm working on, and this is something that has been helping me as well, especially when it comes to like making those quick ins and outs. So as time goes on, you guys are going to see what's going to happen. So as you can see right over here, the dev has been selling quite a lot because he's the one who was offloading. So he's already offloaded half of his stash, and sooner or later it's going to end up bragging. So let's go to 5 minutes. So this coin has only been around for the past 11 minutes. So in the next 20 minutes it's definitely going to go to zero, and this is one of the reasons why I am avoiding this one, because I know. And by the way, you guys are also going to reach this level of expertise with time, and this is one of the reasons why you have to be part of the Sniper Academy, and you can learn all these tricks and tools. So as you can see, just email me 2019nextup@gmail.com, and you guys are going to be told further instructions on how you can be part of the trading group and how you can go about it. So moral of the story is avoid such type of investments. Of course, it had the right volume, it had the right amount of momentum, but it doesn't fit our criteria. So even though you guys are going to be using the the filters that I use, by the way, in case you guys, okay, we've got another one popping up on our radar. So remember, the filters that we use, it's very difficult for you to have a very populated sort of overview of coins that you can invest in, because we're very specific and we're very precise with the type of filters that we're using. So for all the people who do not know what I'm talking about, number one, here's my new creation. So the volume is mostly 10,000. Token age is 1 minute. Okay, so these are my filters for the newly created. Then the about to graduate filters are volume minimum 30,000 US dollars, market cap 50,000 US dollars, token age 3 minutes. These are all the settings that I have. Then the graduated are 80,000 US dollars as the volume. Market cap is 80,000 US dollars, token age 10 minutes. So when you have these filters, mostly it's going to be blank, but once in a while you're going to see some coins pop up. So this one has obviously already ragged. Okay, so avoid such. Okay, so it's a good thing we didn't even dare to sort of buy this one. It did hit the bonding curve, but it dumped. So believe me, this guy didn't end up making it went to 127. So if it bonded at 71,000, he probably made about maybe $500, which isn't much, but it has already dumped. So let's go back to our other trade potential. And this one is still dangling at around 56,000. So is this one going to end up bonding or not? Okay, so now let's look at the top 10 holders. It's reduced to about 23. So the top 10 holders are decreasing while the price is stabilizing. So what does that mean? It means there's other people coming in and there's other people buying. But the question remains, is it still going to be worth investing in? Or perhaps it's just the top 10 holders exiting from certain wallets, and the same team is buying using other wallets. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what is going to happen. So these are the things that you guys are going to be picking up, and eventually you're going to get a hang of it. So once it popped up on our filters, I was like, okay, let me do some further probing, because it's very important for you not to rely on filters alone. You still have to do your further probing, your further analysis. So right now, I'm not even phased. I'm not even being enticed. I'm not even under pressure. Like, to me, I'm not really emotionally attached to any of these trades. Like, it has to make sense for me. It has to make sense for me to jump in. So what is going to entice me to jump into this particular trade? Number one, it needs to get closer to the bonding curve, and I need to see it have a high likelihood of bonding. So the more time depletes, right? It's already been 16 minutes. The more time passes, the lesser the chance of it bonding, okay? But if it does finally bond, then there's going to be a chance that it's going to go to 250. Remember, if it ends up bonding, it's either going to go to, especially, 150 to about 250. That's going to be your target, because these guys are not going to be selling, at less than 160. So if you enter at 80,000 US dollars or below 100,000 US dollars, you've got a chance of making about an 80% instantly. So now take a look at this guy. This guy ended up, this lasted less than 17 minutes. Okay, he was able to get in, get out in less than 15 minutes. Okay, so such type of trades, you already know that is going to end up rugging, and you do not want to sort of jump into this. So these guys just came in with a lot of buying power. They had a lot of coins that they were invested in. And take a look at this. The top 10 holders are now remaining for 10%. So these are obviously the early snipers, or the people that just jump into something that bonds. These obviously they lost a lot of money. So you don't want to be these guys, okay? So these guys are the ones left holding the useless token, while the people, they ran off with a little bit of money. However, it only reached 130. So 130K plus the bonding tax, these guys didn't really make a lot of money, but at least they did make something. So now, still observing and looking at this one, we're down to about 16.5%, and the market cap is at 56. No signs of it bonding. So if it does end up bonding, I don't know how these guys are going to make profit. So my bet is eventually it's going to end up dumping. Okay, but let's wait, observe, and see what's going to happen. So what is most likely happening is the people who bought this coin, who created this coin, they ended up selling using the initial wallets, and they ended up buying using other wallets. So they are buying and selling simultaneously. So right now, the price didn't fall that much, but we saw the top 10 holders transition from about 60%. Now we're remaining at 14.6%, which is understood. So if it holds its value, and if it ends up bonding, then we're obviously going to have like a very good trade. Maybe, who knows what's going to happen. So this is one of the reasons why it's very important for us to always be chill. Remember to always keep our level headedness, and then we pick it up. Okay, so with time, it's further reducing in value. So you're seeing them sell, buy, sell, and take a look at the top 10 holders. 13.6%. It's reducing. So the sell from the initial wallets, the buy on other wallets. So eventually, we're going to see it drop. But can we wait for it to eventually, rug? Or perhaps I should just end the video here. So right now, it's pushing up to about 58. So what's going to happen is they're just going to end up selling. So they are selling back and forth. They've got like a volume bot going on. It's trading back and forth like that. But eventually, when there's no gas, there's no other buying power coming through, it's going to end up dropping, because there's no incentive in running a volume bot when there isn't any external interest coming through. Okay, so if these guys are buying back and forth amongst themselves, it's just going to be expensive for them, because they need to pay the JITO fees, they need to pay for the transaction fees and all that good stuff. So eventually they're going to get tired trading back and forth amongst themselves, and it's going to end up sort of dumping. Okay, so yeah, that's all I had for you. So remember, you cannot trade on Bullx alone. So if you're not really part of Bullx, please use the link in the description box below. However, make sure you get Sniperoo. If you guys are really interested in sniping and having very good take profit and stop loss functionality, a very well sort of customizable stop loss feature and take profit feature, use Sniperoo. Besides that, it's ultra fast, one of the fastest trading bots out there. You guys are not really going to have any issues getting in and out, because sniping is all about precision. Okay, this is a must-have. Get it. Use the link in the description box below. Use my referral code. Use my link, and then deposit funds. So when you do that, it's going to pop up like this, and you're going to be able to easily get it on Bullx, and you're going to be able to make trades. So I don't want to click on this because it's going to trigger a purchase. So right now we're actually pumping, and it's going to about 70,000 US dollars. So it's $9,000 away from migration. So I might be getting interested in these levels, so I might potentially, okay, it's actually migrating right now. Okay, so if it does migrate, so this is the part where I like to snipe. So I'm going to put in a 0.1 because I need to get in right there. Okay, how many orders did we create? Did we create 2 orders? All right, so that's been created. So now dismiss, and yeah, let's go back to the orders. Let's see what's happening. So auto V's, we are at the moment about to snipe it as it is doing its migration. So I hope it gets executed. So remember, we're waiting for the migration to be done. Okay, so remember what I told you, sniping is done on 2 levels. During creation, after block 0, like between block 0 and block 1, and during the pump fund migration. Okay, so since these guys ended up bonding this particular trade, my strategy is to sell as soon as I hit 100%. So take a look at this. We are definitely already cruising. Okay, so now let's go back to order created. So let me see if we ended up buying. Did we execute? Oh man, let's see if we ended up executing. Let me take a look at my transaction settings. So it's at Jito. Why didn't it go through? It needed to go through. So this one is pending. So let's take a look at what's happening. Okay, so it reached 104. Let's wait for it to retrace a little bit. Then perhaps we're going to end up pending. So 90,000. So let's see if we solve. Yeah, so right now it's around 92. Can we see the price come back down to the bonding curve? It's going to 86. So let me see, why did my jitter go through? So yeah, let's see if it was executed. It's still pending. Okay, why is this still pending? So right now I've got about 57 minutes. So let's see what's going to happen. What do we do? All right. Okay, so let me see the positions. So I don't have any open positions at the moment. Okay, it didn't go through. So these transactions are pending. The reason why it's pending is because obviously the transaction didn't go through. So in order for me to like really do my thing, so let's see what's going on here. So this is the floor. All right, okay, let's see what happens if I go to position, orders. It's still pending. Let's go to the transaction settings right now. Okay, so let's cancel this. Stop. Let me stop it right now. Stopping it, and we'll try it one more time. Let's wait for it to sort of retrace. So remember what we talked about, right? If indeed it does end up migrating to Raydium, then the area that we're going to be selling is like 120, 150 to about 200, 250. Okay, so right now it's not really in our best interest to sort of get in. And well, today we had a very good opportunity to get in at around 56,000, 55,000 US dollars. If we entered around that level, we could have sold at 100K market cap, and we could have made 100% profit. But that isn't really sort of it's not really a smart way to trade. You know, you have to wait for clarity. That's why you have to be very patient with it. So right now, it is surviving, but believe me, if it reaches 200K, it's gonna dump. Okay, damn. All right, okay. I'm not even going to thing. I'm just gonna be patient with it. So my Sniperoo transaction settings, what happened to them? Probably the slippage was higher than 30%. So what I would do is I will increase the slippage, because remember we put up our buy order at 70,000, then it went to around 90,000, so it was more than 30% slippage. Okay, so let's try putting it at 50%, especially when it comes to migrating. When the coin is migrating, we put the buy slippage at 50%. So in terms of sell slippage, we can also do, because I like to really get out. Even if the slippage is 80%, it doesn't really matter. So the reason why my transaction was sort of pending and it didn't go through is because of the slippage setting right over here. Okay, that's the reason why it didn't go through. Okay, and sometimes that can help you, but for the most part, exactly when it's migrating, right? Because I was talking and I was a little bit preoccupied with making a very good video for you guys. I couldn't hit it right around 60,000, because after it's sort of started pumping here, after it sort of came out of this particular ranging consolidating phase, right, it started cruising. I should have gotten in, because I should have gotten in around 67. If I got in here, I would have definitely managed to get in before the slippage was going to trade against me. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why my Sniperoo didn't execute, because of the slippage. So I hope you guys are learning these strategies with me. So you have been with me for the most part, and you understand how we were able to see it. So remember, if I got in at 67, 71, so before the bonding curve, before it hits the bonding curve, this is one of the reasons why you definitely have to sort of understand where the bonding curve is, because you can miss it, like the way that I missed it. I missed it in a fraction of a second because I was talking to you guys and I was explaining. But if I wasn't talking, if I was concentrating, I would have gotten in at 65. Because after the consolidation, of course, boom, when you see big candles, you already know what's going to be up. And we would have been in profit. So you can do this on a daily basis. And this is absolutely possible with Sniperoo. However, make sure you understand your transaction settings. Okay? So put this at 50%, especially if you're going to be let for the what do you call this, for the migration. So because that when it migrates, there's a lot of snipers coming through, so yeah, like competing against other snipers. So I wouldn't say Sniperoo failed. It's because of the settings that I had. So this is one of the reasons why your slippage should be very good. So a 50% slippage would have gotten me in this trade, because 71,000 US dollars to about 90,000 US dollars, that could have obviously gone in. So please make sure you've got that locked. Yeah, so this thing definitely does work. It does help. So the secret is using Sniperoo affiliate link in the description box below. Send funds on Sniperoo, then set up your trading strategy. Make sure you've got your auto sell, your greed sell on lock. Make sure you understand what's going on. So 2x, 50%, 5x, and 10x. Okay, so make sure you've got all your settings done properly, and you guys are going to be good, to go. Okay, so yeah, that's basically how you do it. So I can get rid of this, and then I can do that. Okay, if I do 40%, am I going to remain with anything? I'm going to remain with 10%. So this is what I usually do. Have it like that, and then I save the preset. So a lot of you might be wondering, how did I get this coin on my radar? And this one doesn't even have anything. It doesn't have no Twitter linked. There's no social media, but you could have still created 100% trading opportunity for you. But my talking self was so preoccupied with talking to you guys and just giving you a lot of good entertainment and good real-time information. So take a look at this. It's starting to pump, and most likely it's going to end up going to 150, 120 to about 200 percent. It's going to go to 120 to about 200,000 market cap, and it's an easy 100% profit. Okay, so yeah, the secret is the filters, Sniperoo, and just your good judgment. Okay, so that's all I had for you today. Talk to you guys a little bit later. Use the link in the description box below and join Sniper Academy. Do this on a daily basis by yourself. And just like that, we were pretty much spot on as far as avoiding this trade is concerned. However, just like I predicted, it went as high as 237, which is close to the psychological level that I usually talk about, which is around 250,000 US dollars. And this is one of the reasons why, ladies and gentlemen, you definitely have to watch all the episodes, especially about finding and trading new Solana meme coins. So now imagine if we had FOMO'd and if we had kept this trade for unnecessarily a long time. Granted, we could have sort of, made money if we didn't, or rather if we had the right settings as far as the slippage is concerned. You guys already saw the mistake that I had before sniping, or rather the reason why my snipe wasn't successful before it sort of bonded. So my strategy literally is, especially for pump fund coins that are going to migrate and hit Raydium, my strategy is buying as close to the bonding curve or soon after it bonds. So right now, as it stands, the bonding curve is around 71,000 US dollars. So my strategy is investing before it hits the bonding curve, or investing after it hits the bonding curve. So maybe around 75, 80,000 US dollars. Because when you do that, you are guaranteed to make 100% each and every day. And once it hits the bonding curve, right, and it migrates successfully on Raydium, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna go close to 200,000 US dollars, all the way in between 250,000 US dollars. So you are guaranteed. So number one, get the right filters, look at the high momentum plays, wait for them to hit Raydium, then jump into them, make an easy 100%, rinse and repeat. Eventually, the sweet spot is 250,000 US dollars. These guys are definitely going to be able to rug and make a lousy, $900, $1,000 whatsoever. Okay, so if you do this, you guys are going to see a lot of success. Once again, I have proved to you that what I teach is absolutely feasible and it is very practical. So I hope you guys understood this, and remember, join the Sniper Academy right now.